people carefully craft, you know, certain ideas subconsciously into us. And I'm finna bring this out. The Olivia Pope complex. Now, when I say that, and I'm talking about our sisters and our women, black women have the Olivia Pope complex because ultimately, in the show Scandal, Olivia Pope is protecting the system of America. She's protecting America's system. She's a lawyer. So therefore, black women that aren't helping their men, or black women that have this air of arrogance, and our sisters that just totally, like just sitting around and just thinking that niggas are lazy. That is bullshit, and that is the Olivia Pope complex. That is protecting the system. To totally be against your brothers, and to not understand the things going on around you, how you're being conspired against as well. You know, and all of these things ultimately yielding you protecting the American system and protecting this devilish, satanic way of control. Of control. That's why I call it the Olivia Pope complex. It's not. It's not a diss. None of that. Like I said before, I'm not. Anything that I allude to or anything that I relate my teachings to. It's not necessarily talking about that person or the actor or the acting. Shit. I think Scandal is a great show. I think Scandal is a great show. It's well written out. I think so. But you have to pay attention to words. You have a show called 666 Park Avenue. You know, you have to pay attention to images. You know, Lady Justice. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a picture of Lady Justice. Of America, but Lady Justice has a scale in her hand. She's blindfolded with a sword. You know, did you just hear me? A scale. She's blindfolded with a sword. Wow. You know, man. So these are the type of things that we have to start understanding, man. The whole Olivia Pope complex, the gangsterism complex, just the whole TV complex, man. Get up off the bullshit. Get up off the bullshit. You know, for real, for real. For real, for real. And I think, man, really those are the pillars. Those are some of the greatest pillars in our decline, in our steady decline as a race. Our lack of understanding in our history and who we truly are. That we're not, we never. We're just becoming a people that's all, yeah, this disgusted with each other, all gangster, don't need nobody. We're just becoming this people. This is some whole new shit. You know, every the deeper we go into the negativity, the newer, and the more this is uncharted, unexplored territory for African consciousness, and for um, African love. This is like, it's beginning to be a polar opposite from what true Africans are. And that's why I say it's self hatred. That is the big, that is the motor and the oil to this system of racism supremacy. Our hatred for one another. You know, that will always be the oil and the engine, as I said, simply because we do not, you know, we won't come together because in the back of our mind that's racist. Somebody's told us that coming together is racist in the back of our mind. Somebody has convinced us that us becoming a group is racist. Somebody has convinced us that bringing up what white people do is racist. We could talk about what everybody else across the world is doing. You know, on the news, you can talk about, Libyans. You can talk about the Saudis. You can talk about Syria. You can talk about the Afghans, Pakistan. Talk about the Africans in America. You talk about the Mexicans and their problem and trying to get over here and cross the border. You could talk about the Vietnamese, but as soon as we bring up what white people are doing, that's racist. I think that's interesting. As soon as you bring up what white people are doing, you're racist for that. But yet, white people can sit here on fucking Fox and CNN 24/7 and beating your head what everybody else across the fucking world doing and say it by their race. Yeah, the Chinese over here doing this, the Mexicans over here doing this, Pakistan over here, Syrians over here doing this. But soon as somebody brings up what white people do, or whenever they do talk about themselves, it's so many Americans, but they never refer to themselves as white people, So that's why I say it's been total control because of words, At the end of the day, like I said, this is not our language, African people need to start understanding that this is not our language. People be dying, African people be, dying to correct another brother. Oh yeah, you mean but, but it's like, dude, this is not our fucking language in the first fucking place. I don't give a fuck. That's why I got slang, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Slanguage. You understand? Slang is our language. That's very interesting that during the Trayvon motherfucking trial, y'all have a motherfucking Spanish interpreter up there for the Spanish motherfucker. But then Trayvon, little shawty and shit, you have her up there, and y'all talking all fucking, y'all trying to talk down to her. Oh yeah, like she ghetto or some shit. But motherfucker, she speak English. You can get a motherfucker up there like me if you don't understand what she's saying. But see, it's only because the system of racism, white supremacy, and they have to maintain this way of thinking about you. You understand? They have to maintain this way of thinking. They have to maintain this psychology of, yeah, they're just some high jumping ass motherfucking, sexually driven, lusting, Olivia Pope raging, LeBron James dunking, niggers. They don't know nothing more than that. And they have to maintain that psychology about you. They do not want to come to grips with who we really, really, really are. We're not really even black people, really. Just pigment. Just like that plant isn't green. That plant is really clear, but it's the chlorophyll that makes it green. The substance inside it, just like it's the melanin that makes us black. It's not that we're black people. It's the melanin. It's the human chlorophyll. But this is your boy, man. Once again, like I said, I just really wanted to drive home those last few points. Let you understand, man. That when they show us on television, they refuse to let us be anything more than some high-jumping, lustful, raging, savage Negroes. Because that's the psychology that white America wants to keep on you. Because soon as it's apparent that, as soon as it's made blastingly clear that you are the billion levels of intelligence, World War Z, White House down, 2012, Olympus has fallen. It's your boy, man, Prophet Williams. Holla at me, man. You already know what I do. I'm gonna be done dropped another one on y'all very soon. I love you. Y'all be safe. God bless. God bless. Chip.